how did you came up with the idea of ISME? How did you came up with the idea of inspiring or giving management education per se?
Coming from a small city and then studying in India, doing my MBA from here and then going abroad and doing my higher education.
What do you consider are the main elements of a transformation? What have been your learnings?
First thing is hard work. Second is the discipline. If you have the passion to do hard work and if you are disciplined, you can achieve everything in life.
So what are the strong differentiators that you feel truly makes ISME stand apart compared to the other B schools?
We are able to teach students about 70 to 80 countries through knowledge boards in a short period of 2 years. They have a lot of competitions. There is mentorship, and under each faculty, there are almost 8 to 10 students.
Biggest concern our industry bodies are having that our management graduates are not even employed. So what is your take on this, that how ISME is focusing on developing the skill set with respect to the skill set which is mapped to the industry? Hello everyone, warm greetings from Get My University. I am your host Anuj Goyal, co-founder of Get My University, and basically we are this initiative. This initiative is known as the B School Edge. This is the podcast series where we engage with academic leaders from India's top management institutions to explore how their programs are shaping the next generation of business professionals. So today we are delighted to host a session featuring ISME Bangalore, an institution which has been known for its industry-aligned programs and focus on holistic student development. So let me first introduce ISME Bangalore as a brand, the management structure. ISME stands for International School of Management Excellence, which is the part of NVT Group. NVT is the parent company, and this group is driven by a team of globally educated leaders from premium institutions, IIT IIMs, Carnegie Mellon, Purdue, and Wharton Business School. The parent company MVT Group was founded by Mr. KG Garg, who's the chairman of the group, and Dr. Nitin Garg is the founder of ISME Bangalore. ISME Bangalore blends academic excellence with industry relevance, drawing from its 30 plus years of experience in globally quality certification across 36 countries. The institution shares its education legacy with National Public School, one of the Bangalore's top CBSE schools. ISME's leadership includes Mr. Tanuj Garg, Dr. Vivek Garg, Ms. Pallavi Jain, and Dr. Roni Kurian. And all the people coming together brings a truly international exposure and strong academic vision to create a global learning environment. So today I am delighted to have with me Ms. Pallavi Jain. Ms. Pallavi Jain is the Director of Admission and International Relations at ISME. So let me give a brief profile. It's a very strong profile that Ms. Pallavi Jain carries. So Ms. Pallavi pursued her MBA herself from Symbiosis Business School, Pune, and she's an alumni of Wharton Business School, University of Pennsylvania, USA. With a rich professional background that includes key roles at Tata Rallis India Limited and the NVT Group, she brings a wealth of experience in admissions, HR, and strategic planning. Beyond her professional achievements, Ms. Jain is a trained Kathak dancer, an active community contributor, reflecting a passion for creativity, learning, and balance. So we are truly honored to have with her Ms. Pallavi Jain today to discuss ISME's academic philosophy, industry interface, and initiatives for student development. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to this session, to this thoughtful and knowledgeable session of Get My University.
Anuj, for a wonderful introduction, and it's my pleasure to be chatting with you.
So, ma'am, when I was going through the profile, see, when you connect, especially with a management school or an institution which is academic in orientation, what matter the most is that leadership team and the qualification and the skills they themselves pursue, because then only they can, transmit that education, that experience, that skill set, that vision into the students that they are cultivating. And with experience, especially of you as well as the other leadership team, it's truly very thoughtful, very rich experience. So first of all, congratulations for leading this beautiful initiative at Bangalore, at the heart of Indian technological epicenter.
Thank you, Anuj.
So let me start the session with my first question, that ISME like is being almost long periods, being years that you have been into graduating students from management education. So can you please share your story? Like how did you came up with the idea of ISME? How did you came up with the idea of inspiring or giving management education per se? So please, man. So, Anuj, I come from a small city, Rishikesh, which was in Uttar Pradesh. Now it's in Uttarakhand. And for my schooling, I went to bigger cities like Delhi. For my undergrad, Chandigarh. For my MBA to Pune, I worked in Bombay and Delhi. And then I got into the prestigious Wharton Business School. I spent a few years in the US. So I have seen the transformation happening in me coming from a small city and then studying in India, doing my MBA from here, and then going abroad and doing my higher education. Similarly, our other directors, Mr. Nitin, Mr. Tanuj, Mr. Vivek, all of them graduated from colleges like ISB, IIT, IIMs over here, and then they went to the top Ivy League colleges in the US. So all of us had an amazing time studying over there in those universities. And we decided that we have to give back to the Indian students, Indian society, a college where they get a very, very grounded education. They have a global perspective. They know about everything in a very nice way. So that is how we decided to establish ISME, and we came up with this idea, and ISME was born in the year 2006. So, ma'am, as you said that you have experienced your academic cycle from Meerut to Rishikesh to Pune to Wharton, right? So the first, and that's a transformation, right? You have evolved through this, 360-degree transformation. What do you consider are the main elements of a transformation? What have been your learnings, especially graduating from college to college, from the Ivy League to Ivy League? So, I want you to please tangibilize this transformation so that a student, when he want to pursue his management education, he should know what are the qualities that I should look forward for myself. What are the qualities I should look forward to groom myself? So, please, ma'am, I think we should focus, on that part. So, Anuj, what happens is that in order for a student to groom himself or herself, first thing is hard work. Second is the discipline. If you have the passion to do hard work and if you are disciplined, you can achieve everything in life. The second thing which I feel what we have learned as growing up from school to college and for higher education is the exposure to various cultures, which we have also tried at ISME right from the first year of establishing ISME, when we had a very small batch size of 27 students. Now we have 240 students in our pgdm program. We have always kept diversity, and students are representing almost 26 to 27 states of India. So what happens when there is a diversity? They learn a lot from each other. They understand different cultures, different temperaments, and that is a great learning. And right from the very beginning, we gave them hostels to stay. So we have an on-campus hostel at ISME where students from diverse backgrounds are staying. So there is a big learning. And when these students transition to the industry, to the corporate, they work not only with their country people but from people from different countries. So they become very, very comfortable in mingling with each other, in networking with each other. So these are some of the things which are very important for a student to learn. When I was at Wharton, I had, I think, students from almost 70 to 80 countries who were studying with me. So the exposure, I feel, is very important for a child who is coming from a tier 2 or a tier 3 city. Even if a student is from a metropolitan city like Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, it is very important for the student to be in the hostel and to mingle with each other. Very nicely explained. And I think this is the foundation question, foundation premise that every management student should do an introspection upon, that what are my responsibilities and how I want myself to shape up, like, in my ultimate journey. And institution shall be a part of a nurturing cycle, nurturing process, rather, because generally students at the first questions are tell me about the placement, right? So I think before placement, the important thing comes is, how I have to shape myself. Coming to ISME back again, specifically, so what are the strong differentiators that you feel truly makes ISME stand apart compared to the other B schools, right? Especially in the Bangalore, because we are based in Bangalore, the tech epicenter of our country. So, what are our differentiators?
Okay, so before I dig upon those differentiators, let me just tell you our mission. So, we want to make successful professionals. Now, how do we make these successful professionals? Are through three things. One is that our students should have a global perspective. They should understand not only about the bigger countries like USA, UK, and all, they should understand about 60 to 70 countries. And I'll explain you how. Second is that the students should be dependable. Dependable means we can depend on them, the companies can depend on their services. Third is that the students should be able to give analytically grounded solutions. That will make a student a very successful professional. Now, how we do this? So, this is our mission. How we do it is that we are able to teach students about 70 to 80 countries through knowledge boards in a short period of 2 years. They have a lot of competitions. There is mentorship, and under each faculty, there are almost 8 to 10 students. They have different competitions, one on one mentorship. Students make presentations, they hear each other, they understand about various countries. They are taken to Germany and Singapore for the 10-day immersion program and student exchange program. So they understand about various cultures. And how we make them dependable is we motivate them. We give them such a good infrastructure and the environment that they are self-motivated to come to study at ISME, and then they have a sound knowledge of all the subjects. So that is how we try to groom our students.
That's very interesting aspect that you've told. Like you are experiencing and giving them an exposure of multi global environment, getting say around 80, 70 countries, right? So I am sure that has to be very, very structurally driven, academic portion filled with a lot of interactive quizzes, interactive events, So that only, is possible, right? But, the fundamental question is, do you think Bangalore as a city gives a strategic advantage if a student probably look forward to choose as his management destination, especially in terms of networking and placement opportunities?
Yes, definitely. Bangalore has the maximum number of multinational companies. And at ISME, we have a full academic calendar for a year. Every 15 days, we have programs like panel discussions, conferences, sometimes international conferences. We have NHRD, National Human Resource Development networking events also on our campus. We have TEDx. Now, all these programs keep happening, and the students are exposed to people from the corporate. Now, the advantage of being in Bangalore is when you have companies like TCS, KPMG, Wipro, Flipkart, you have Infosys, Deloitte, Ernst& Young, Cognizant. All of these multinationals are based out of, they have their head offices in Bangalore. So it is very easy for ISME to have the top people in the corporate from these companies to come. Sometimes they are TEDx speakers, sometimes they are in the panel discussions, sometimes they are in our board meetings. So Bangalore gives a very strategic advantage of the city for a management education.
I'm a very down to earth question. I mean, close to my heart is like students come from diverse backgrounds, right? Some have been graduated from big cities, I mean metropolitan cities, but a larger section of students are hailing from probably rural areas or semi-rural areas, and the exposure they have got is somehow not to that extent, right? For an institution, it's very very challenging to take both the aspects of student together because expectation is same, right? And a student who's coming from a hinterland, he has, I think, far more deliverables to deliver, especially in terms of his communication and other aspects. How do you balance this thing, right? And how
Yes.
do you ensure that's a holistic development for the whole class, or you grade the students basis? See, because in management education, a lot of mentorship is also involved. I say I want marketing on what grounds, I say I need finance or HR, whatever. It has to be a long term thing. So my question specifically is about a holistic personal understanding, mentorship, and especially gauging the students together. What?
Correct. It is a very good question, Anuj. Now we will have students from Bombay, Delhi, We will also have students from Hubli, Dharwad. We will have students from Meerut, Ghaziabad. So spread all across, right? And in terms of exposure, they will be very different. In terms of confidence, they will be very different. But one is that our criteria of selection is based on many parameters, and we focus a lot on their academics, the 10th, 12th graduation marks. Then comes the score of their CAT, CMAT exams. Then they have to do a group discussion, a statement of purpose, followed by a personal interview. So, overall, we choose the students. Right. Now, students have different types of temperaments, confidence level, but we take only 240 students. So the number of seats at ISME is very limited. And that is a big advantage. If you compare with colleges who have 600 plus seats for pgdm or MBA, because there the students get lost in a crowd. At ISME, we have theater like classrooms. Each and every student will have a nameplate in front of his or her desk. The faculty will know each and every student very nicely. They will know their names because it is only 60 students per class with 4 sections. So we help the students to learn a lot of things. They do not have competition within themselves. Each and every student gets a chance to come up on the stage and to help the faculty in planning all these events like TEDx or conferences or panel discussions or intercollegiate programs, sports, etc. So this helps them to develop. And within the first month of their joining, we start seeing a transformation in the students who are also from the tier 2, tier 3 smaller cities. So that is how we tackle. And after a couple of months, all the students are at par.
And recently, of late, I have been watching or following ASOCHAM and FICI. And the biggest concern our industry bodies are having that our management graduates are not even employed. So that's a hard reality. I'm talking about industry. And MBA as a subject, for the student, this has become as a by default, degree to get a to placement. So my question is that that's a concern that management schools are grooming or mushrooming like anything in the country, right? So what is your take on this, right? That how ISME is focusing on developing the skill set on one side with respect to the skill set which is mapped to the industry. One is the general development, second is skill mapping. Especially when I say about AI. Now AI has transformed everything and it is day to day evolving our lives and everything. How are you able to balance or map the both the things together so that the output is good and the student is ultimately placed?
Okay. See, for us, placements has never been a problem. We have more than 190 companies coming to campus. Bangalore, as a city, has this advantage. And as you know, the leadership team behind ISME,
Yeah.
all are from top colleges. They have graduated from Ivy Leagues, worked in top companies like Nitin sir. He was in Deloitte Consulting. Vivek was in Infosys. So we have a good network system. Now, coming to the students, like I said, in ISME we have the advantage of having full-time faculty. We have more than 45 full-time faculty members, and each faculty member has an international background. Either they have studied abroad, or stayed abroad, or worked abroad. So they come from corporate backgrounds. Now, having these things, we have a lot of value-added programs incorporated into the education at ISME. So, like you said, the skill set of the students. So, in the first year, the students study everything. In the second year, they come to know which area are they interested in because they have to follow their passion: marketing, finance, HR, or business analytics. So, the faculty helps them. The faculty mentors them, and then they do their dual specialization. Now, as you know, AI, ML, everything, we are always hearing about AI. So there are a lot of AI tools which our students also learn. They do a lot of tools like Python, Power BI, Tableau, and financial modeling at ISME. We have almost 10 value added certifications, including Six Sigma by KPMG and other certification programs for ISME students, so that they have a stronger resume than their peers.
Great.
So, by all these things, our students are much better and more employable than their friends who are studying in other B schools.
That's wonderful. I mean, and I think that is the fundamental skills. Industry is craving for skills, right?
Yes,
They
yes.
don't need journalists, they need people with the right skill sets who can switch into their specific areas. Ma'am, you
Yeah,
mentioned
here, Anuj, I would also like to add that we have a very unique ITP program,
okay.
internship trajectory program,
Okay.
industry trajectory program,
Mhm.
where we map the students with certain companies, tier one companies,
Mhm.
for 4 to 6 months of internship. So
Mhm.
instead of doing a summer internship, the students are with companies like EY, Grant Thornton, KPMG for 4 to 6 months.
Mhm.
And because of this, the students get a PPO, a pre placement offer by December itself.
I think that's a very innovative way, right?
Yes, yes. This was a brainchild of our director that instead of sending students just for a couple of months of internship, why not map them with the companies? And when they are doing a great job with the companies also understand them. So they are able to offer them a full time placement.
Raised a point. You explained a point about the exposure of your faculty, and you
Yes,
specifically mentioned they are internationally, the exposed, right? So my
correct.
question comes out from this point: how ISME is devising the curriculum with international ecosystem into mind, and what kind of international exposure, especially moving the students to an international environment, how
Hmm.
we are planning that particular aspect of our education.
So, firstly, I'll answer your first question about our faculty. So, we are very careful in choosing our faculty and we see their backgrounds. They are from which colleges. So, if you go to the faculty link on our website, you can read about the full backgrounds of faculty members, their undergrad, postgrad colleges, their research papers, where they have done from, and which companies have they worked in.
Okay.
Now, we have a board of study, board of studies comprises of IIM directors. So, IIM Nagpur, IIM Bangalore directors are a part of board of studies. Our faculty, the heads of various departments, and people from the corporate. So, we have extensive meetings with this group, and they come out with what curriculum should we have for the students, and it is mapped to the industry's requirement. So every year the curriculum undergoes a change.
Okay.
And this helps our student to have the right skill sets to get into good companies.
So the question which generally student asked at the initial level, I'll get my question in the last, all about the placement part. So please help us understand how is the placement structured, how's the placement cycle structured, about summer placements, final placements, what kind of composition of companies are participating, and some basics about this.
Okay. So Anuj, we have a lot of companies who come for placements. Last year we had 190 plus companies coming for placements.
Okay.
And we have a COC, Career Opportunity Center, which is the placement department.
Mhm.
So, like I said, the students have faculties as their mentors. We have a one on one mentoring every Friday. So, the students prepare their resumes. The resumes have a format. The faculty undergoes, it helps them that which value added programs they should opt for, which programs they can do themselves, which are offered in the institute. So, their resume keeps getting developed for the entire year. And then for internships, we expose students, each and every student gets a chance to interview with 6 to 7 companies. So, like the low number of batch size is a very important thing because the competition is less and the number of companies are more. So, then they get into internships. Even our director personally views their resumes, and we have a lot of trainers who help them. So, we have a value added term. In value added term, our students get a lot of training in terms of group discussions, in terms of different kinds of interviews which they have to face during the placement. And we also have a big data bank of students who have gone through interviews of various companies, the alumni, and each and every faculty in marketing, finance, business analytics, they analyze the questions which were asked from our alumni, and then we train our students in answering those questions in a nice way. So there is an extensive work which is involved to help students get placed. And there are a lot of companies, the big five consulting firms like Deloitte, EY, PwC, KPMG, Goldman Sachs are recruiting ISME students. And then we have other companies also like Flipkart, Federal Bank, London Stock Exchange recruiting from ISME.
That's a very, very good set of companies, especially the mainline set of companies which are coming that you mentioned, like Goldman Sachs or Deloitte and KPMG and Capgemini. So these are, I mean, I think big brands, and if they are coming, if these companies are coming, that gives a sense of satisfaction, a comfort, a confidence that how the institution is delivering to its promise and its plan. So
Right.
yes, yes, ma'am, because you have experienced again the whole cycle from being a student to achieving the highest education in good colleges, now delivering the education. You've seen this whole journey, academic intensity in the most comprehensive way. What is your message to the students who want to pursue their management education? Where do you want them to advise to set the perceptions right, expectation right, and to be really, really focused? So please, ma'am, I would like to take it from you.
See, now I have come a long way, Anuj, from being a management student myself and then being on the other side of the table as being the director of a management school.
Yeah.
So I would encourage students that whether you are in school or college, you have to take the initiative to participate in everything. So I was very active in culturals. I learned dancing, singing. I was quite enthusiastic about. Even now, I play a lot of badminton. I do swimming. I run. So see, hard work goes a long way. So I've been hardworking. I think I am disciplined. I don't know. so so all these things, and then you have to grab the opportunities. Whatever opportunities come your way, don't hesitate to grab the opportunities, and slowly you'll start developing yourself. And have a very positive attitude, a helping attitude. If you help somebody, tomorrow there will be 10 people who will be helping you. So, with this mindset, I think if you are doing anything, you will do very well. And attitude matters a lot. So, have the right attitude.
Thanks a lot, Pallavi ma'am, for sharing your precious time, sharing these beautiful insights. Because I believe this session, the ultimate objective of B School Ed session is to get the right people and to create a platform whereby many students can listen to your vision, to your thought process, and probably if even some of your ideas sail through or probably make them understand the reality probably and help them in shaping themselves, right? Then I think our purpose is solved. And I'm really, really thankful for sparing your time. And I wish, you know, ISME a great success. Yes, ma'am. So looking forward to see you again. And I would always feel like if students also is a message for the students, in case if you want, in your personal capacity to interact with Pallavi ma'am, she's specially told us that she's always available if it comes to interacting with students. So yeah, she's a student's person.
Yes. Thank you so much, Anuj, and all the very best to all the students. We have a very open door policy at ISME. So, if any student wants any guidance for any program, we are open. They can reach out to the admissions department or give a call to ISME. And soon we can help them out by sharing our email or our phone number. So, all the very best to all the students out there. And it was a lot of fun, Anuj, to interact with you as always.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So nice of you.